Hey guys, what is up? It is MacDevil here and welcome back to another episode of LA Noire. Last one was the Stuart Ackerman one. That guy was just nuts. Like I said, I stand by my comment that he deserved to be locked up for the line, "I long to put my seed in them," or whatever. So yeah, we did a good job in tagging and bagging him. Let's see what this next case has in store for us, shall we? But first, we must go see Elsa at the blue light room? I don't know what it's called. I hope this song isn't copyrighted or I'm fucked. The studio secretary murder. This does not sound familiar. This might be another DLC case. No, I remember this one. That's just freaky though.
We will look into it. Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year. Keep a hold of your hat, Counselor. Now is not the time to lose your nerve. It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring. Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out.
Oh.
The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Right, Skipper.
I'm getting down to that pawnbroker first. Money to loan on everything. Pawnbroker. See what you have to say for yourself.
How can I help you boys?
Where'd that come from? There you are.
Detectives Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner. Am I gonna get something for this pledge? Gave that bum money, now you guys are gonna leave me short.
How much did you give him?
$50?
Try another number.
20?
Try 10. You'll feel lucky you're getting it.
I'd give you $1,500 for it.
I have the rings right here.
50 quid for a rose gold ring.
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
Okay.
Thanks for the tip. Does this mark mean anything?
22 karat gold.
Hallmark. Gives you an idea of the quality.
That's a good ring.
What have you got on the guy who brought these in?
Goes by the name of Percy B. Shelley. Gave an address. 15 Poland Street, London, Tulare County.
Can you give us a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Where?
Not sure. Medium height, medium build, dark hair, I think. Sorry. He just had one of those forgettable faces.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Bremner.
Right. Let's go to Hartfield's then.
We have a problem.
We could have the local troopers check out the Tulare County address.
The address is bogus. Herb is having fun with us. The guy who's been sending the Dahlia letters is also the guy who pawned these rings.
How do you figure that?
Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote the poem that came with the Dahlia letter. If the Dahlia letters are genuine, then the man who killed Elizabeth Short may have also killed Deirdre Muller.
And how do we prove that, Phelps? Skipper ain't gonna like this one bit.
Ah, let's hope this one's not another naked woman,
You boys
please.
ready? Follow me.
We should keep this development with the rings wear a hat until we speak to the captain.
We're all on the same team, Rusty.
Chain of command, Phelps. The skipper will decide who needs to know. Got it?
I can't tell from here if she's naked. I can't even see a body. Praise the Lord Jesus, she's not naked.
Hart, isn't it?
Yeah. I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in. I came down here to make sure him and the other guy, Jameson, stuck around.
Jameson found the body?
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the coroner. Keep an eye on both of them. What have we got here?
White female, approximately 40 years of age, lipstick smudges on the face, but no writing, at least nothing legible. A blunt force trauma to the temple, nose, and eye regions. Ligature marks point to the probable cause of death being strangulation.
Any idea of the time of death?
From her temperature, after midnight would be my guess.
The smell?
Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong smell of alcohol.
The
The autopsy will
evacuation
tell, but I
smell.
would assume that she was inebriated.
Cool ring.
Another missing ring.
Certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
But
Can you be
not
more
wedding or
exact about the
engagement.
time of death?
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
Let's have a look at this receipt. Oh, wait, never mind. He wants to look at the matches first.
Maybe someone at Mensch's will remember her.
Now, the receipt thingy. Oh,
This is a chit for personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating.
okay. Now, let's have a look in her bag. What's she got in the bag? You want to cooperate with me here, Phelps? A letter of some sort that has been torn in half.
Someone was trying to get her to come home. We could go over to the lot
Ooh.
and see what they know about her.
That's gonna be difficult, Cole. Keystone Studio lot closed back at 41.
Let's talk to Jameson, is it?
Detective Phelps and Galloway, homicide. Can you tell me exactly what happened?
We were shunting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman.
Oh, no.
The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
Thanks for your help. Have you given Patrolman Hart your detail?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go now.
So Jameson is the necrophiliac. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. No. No, no.
Detective Phelps, LAPD homicide.
John Ferdinand Jameson.
We need you to answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand?
Are you sure you won't be upset?
Try me, Ferdinand.
I'm gonna be very upset and sick to my stomach, but
I was kissing her. It's not against the law.
Shut up.
There's no
Take
law
your
against
beating
it.
like a
I mean, I'm
man.
pretty sure there is.
Turn out your pockets, Ferdinand.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of laws against physical relations with a dead body.
Classic Carmine.
Everyone,
Is this yours, Ferdinand?
No. I found it near her purse.
everyone's wearing that same
Thought she
shade
could
in
use some
LA.
lipstick.
Rusty, stop! Don't hit him.
Oh no. Oh, this guy's weird. I'm getting bad vibes. Oh no.
Not a vibe! Not a vibe!
You went through her purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. I took a look.
And you nicked her money.
You found her lipstick. What did you write on her body?
What are you talking about? I didn't write anything.
Shit. He's shifty as fuck. I thought that was a...
You found the body?
Yes, I did. I work here. I was coming off shift and headed home.
He's so shifty, I don't know what to do.
Why didn't you report the body, Jameson? Do you know how this is going to look to a jury?
A jury? What gives? I could tell that she was dead. I came through here about midnight last night. She wasn't here then.
Let me belt him again.
You're under arrest, Jameson. We'll see how this plays out. Until then, you can think a little on how you'd like to be treated if you were found dead.
I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine...
It definitely is.
Fine. You get this sack of shit into a cell. I'll deal with him later.
Sure, Rusty.
Mensch's Bar. Forgot where I went to then. So much driving in this game.
Drink, fellas.
No thanks.
Phelps, Galloway, homicide. We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn Summers.
I'm Walter Mensch. Evelyn Summers, what is it now?
You knew Evelyn?
As well as I wanted to know Evelyn. She's a pain in the ass, always coming in here, cadging drinks, never had any money. She was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
I don't know. I think she was living rough. She had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did she drink with?
Stunk.
Yeah, a bunch of these guys. Ask around.
Hello.
What's your name?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, detective. What do you want?
You're
to
a
ask?
starving
Evelyn
prick.
Summers, and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot on Santa Fe.
Okay. I see your point.
How well did you know her?
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
Alright then, Bellend. Let's see what you've got
Did you
to
see
say.
Evelyn last night?
No, I was at home. Writing.
Sure.
Do you want to get dragged into this, McCaffrey? Do you want us to get interested in you?
She hung out with this powder puff, James Tiernan. They haunted the public library together.
How well do you know James Tiernan?
I know he works some kind of plebeian job at Rawlings Bowling Alley.
Rawlings. I know that place. Corner of 9th and Grand. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
Yeah.
You want to save me some time, or do you want me to look up your file?
Industrial disputes, strikes, workers' rights, that kind of thing.
A regular fifth columnist. Nice to meet you, comrade.
Thank you for the information, Mr. McCaffrey.
That all I needed? Do I have to speak to this guy again? No. The liquor store. I can't remember what I find here. I'm gonna guess it's a chase, but can't say for certain.
What can I do for you?
LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're making inquiries into the murder of Evelyn Summers.
Evelyn? She's dead?
You knew Evelyn Summers, Mr.
Robbins. Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way. She kept a bed here, but I probably shouldn't have let her.
Right.
An alcoholic in a liquor store. That was never going to work out, was it?
Is this her sister?
We'll take a look around. She wasn't always such a loner.
A book?
Evelyn was reading Aristotle?
Aristotle
wasn't
Metaphysics.
The only stupid thing about her was her name.
Oh wait, can I?
And she was borrowing books from Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Yep. Thought I had to take another trip back there.
We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit? To pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
Any idea where the money came from?
She didn't mention it, but she did say the booze was a present for a boy.
Grosvenor.
She said they had been fighting and she had to make it up to him.
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
Not many people will be sad she's gone. I'll be one of the few.
We got the impression that Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
It became difficult for me to have her staying here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow. She's old now. To be honest, you have to have a good reason to want to get back on.
Fair enough. Now, what do you know of Grosvenor
You know a friend of
McCaffrey?
Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
But you do know of him?
She talked about McCaffrey.
Supposedly he fought in the International Brigade in Spain and in the miners' strikes back in Virginia.
Shit.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Robbins.
No problem. Hey, I'd like to make arrangements for the funeral. You think I could get in touch with Evelyn's mother?
Put in a call to the watch commander at Central Station, Mr. Robbins. He'll be trying to reach the next of kin.
Thanks. Get the guy, huh?
I'll do my best.
Evelyn never hurt anybody.
Car 11K, Car 11 King.
Back to Menches.
11 King.
A message from Captain Donnelly. Return to Central. Go to.
11 King, en route.
Oh shit.
Let's not keep the man waiting, Phelps.
If it's a code 2, then... Oh, I bet it's another Dahlia letter, isn't it? I bet that's why it was a code 2. Let's find out.
What's this about, Captain?
Ray and Mal have some concerns over the Henry and Muller cases, which I don't want aired outside of this room.
The evidence is solid, Captain.
I agree, Rusty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Copycats.
I've been banging the same drum. But the notes and the lipstick messages.
Evelyn Summers, Cartel Classic Carmine. Each woman, same brand, same color.
Teresa Terrelson didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick, but she did have a message. We found it beneath her dress, scraped with a sharp stick.
What did it say?
You sure you want to know?
Ray?
As far as we can be sure, it said cunt BD.
That's one way of looking at it.
Looking at what?
Cunt is all about access, Phelps. You're married. Yours is mortgage. Some of us have to pay by installments. This guy doesn't like to pay at all.
Why are you so angry, Mal?
Because I just had to fire one of my assistants. He was a friend of Jameson's. God knows what he might have been up to.
Captain, we have good leads in the Summers case, but it's up to you to decide how we proceed.
Keep this under your hat for now. And follow up on Evelyn Summers. I want daily reports.
Rawlings Bowling Alley. Don't know what we can really learn from this, but I'm sure I'll find out. We'll find out. Whatever.
I'm Detective Phelps. Homicide.
You must be new. What's your shoe size?
This is business, Florence. You got a guy who works here by the name of Tiernan?
Sure we do. He's a pin setter. Clears the jams, works the gutters. Go right in. He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back. He's a nice boy.
Thanks, ma'am. Let's go get him.
He's running. He's running.
Tiernan! LAPD!
Why do they always run?
There!
Ooh, a nice, sporty little model.
What are you waiting for? Get after it!
Why do they always run?
Why do they always run?
I'm sure we've got the wrong person in more than one of these homicides, but they always seem to land it.
You know, your theories are not airtight by any means.
Oh, he's still running.
That is the end of that. It's about fucking time.
Get to fuck now. Don't waste my time again, you little prick. McCaffrey's apartment. Whereabouts are you? What number?
McCaffrey is in apartment 6.
Yes, he is. Open up, you prick. Or don't. Oh. Oh, Grosvenor.
He said he was at home. He said he didn't know her. And we have the book.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this.
Why is it a Rawlings tire iron?
Is that you, Grosvenor? Who are you guys? What are you doing in here?
We're from the LAPD, ma'am. Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor. Is he in trouble?
Yes.
Look, lady, we need to find him, and in a hurry. Are you gonna give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Ah, the second half of the letter.
Torn from the letter we found beside the body. At the very least, I'd say it ties McCaffrey to the scene.
Yes, yes it does. Grosvenor McCaffrey, stay right where the fuck you are.
Grosvenor McCaffrey!
Why do they always run?
Running on a hangover, McCaffrey? Sit down and we'll talk.
Finally.
McCaffrey, you're under arrest on suspicion of murdering Evelyn Summers.
Don't think there was a need for the punch, Phelps, but okay. Right. Let's bust McCaffrey, because the evidence was there. Police line up.
You sure you can make it stick with one of these suspects, gentlemen?
It's either McCaffrey or Tiernan, sir. I think Jameson is an aberration.
All right. I'll deal with that degraded lunatic myself. He's got some fearful retribution coming. Tiernan isn't one, McCaffrey isn't two. I want a confession from one of them.
You ready to answer some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
Oh, look forward to it, you cunt.
You told us you barely knew Evelyn Summers.
She hung around sometimes. I had very little to do with her.
Lie! You were loaning her a book.
You'll have to do better than that, Grosvenor. We know about you and Evelyn.
Evelyn was a lush, and a boring one at that. You can't link her to me.
Book.
We know that you thought enough of her to loan out your copy of the Metaphysics.
I what? I did no such thing. That bitch stole that book from my apartment. The impudent fucking moron.
And that made you angry?
Angry? I was livid. Looking up at me with that stupid face of hers, begging me to forgive her. Aha. Very good. That's one to you, detective.
Damn fucking right it is.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
I don't think that's true, but I don't think I have an alibi, do I? I don't.
You're gonna need to do better if you don't want to swing for this.
I was having a political meeting in my apartment.
Cheese and crackers for the fifth columnist.
Some of these people will corroborate your story.
I won't give up names of party members.
Good. Your funeral.
Shit!
It's either gonna be you or Tiernan, Grosvenor.
Make it stick, detective. The party has good lawyers.
Well, it looks like I interviewed Tiernan now.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
Sounds like half an answer to me, Tiernan. Were you sleeping with her?
That's none of your business.
Fuck.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at her once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it?
She wanted something of his.
We either hang this on you or McCaffrey. You better give us something.
Well, McCaffrey's been in trouble with the law before. I mean, he always makes out it was some kind of labor dispute, but, you know, I'm not so sure.
Okay. I'm not doing well so far.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
I can't lie on any of these. So,
If you don't give me some reason to think differently about this, Tiernan, I'm gonna have to go to the DA.
I drank half a bottle of scotch. I don't remember a goddamn thing.
I'm gonna have to do this again, and I don't know how.
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
Well, we use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
That's true.
Evelyn was beaten to death with a lug wrench. We found a wrench at McCaffrey's apartment.
You see? It was McCaffrey. He had nothing but hatred for me and Evelyn.
Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it. Big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, a present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear.
Back to McCaffrey I go.
You were in the war?
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw, it changes a man. I came back here determined to change things. All I wanted was a pen and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
Yes, you have. I literally just got
You're
told
lying,
about
McCaffrey.
you
have a
beating a
history
woman
of
to
violence
death. Or
towards
almost.
women.
How do you turn a couple parking tickets and a petty theft misdemeanor into an assault charge?
This is how.
We know all about you and your dishonorable discharge, beating some poor woman near to death in Syracuse. You've never been in combat, McCaffrey. Your whole life is a fraud.
She was a goddamn peasant whore. She tried to steal from my wallet. I could have fought for this country. I could have.
You beat her because she stole from you, because she tried to outsmart you.
The ignorant audacity of the bitch. What is a man supposed to do? Sit there and take it? How is a man supposed to call himself a man?
And Evelyn Summers, a poor, drunken nobody, stole your book.
And she got what was coming to her.
Ah, there you go, Grosvenor. Bye-bye.
Grosvenor McCaffrey, I'm charging you with the murder of Evelyn Summers. She was a sad lady who never hurt anyone except herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive you.
Congratulations, boys. You bagged the fine catch.
Thank you, Cap.
Another red to boot. Grand. Now, I want you to put this business about a repeat offender out of your mind. This McCaffrey creature shows no remorse, and neither will the grand jury. You would have to walk a long mile to find a better candidate for an unmarked plot in the prison graveyard.
Oh. Oh, no, 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 no. I really need to do better. These cases are awful. Oh, God. I vow I will do better next time. And speaking of next time, I'm going to leave this episode here, guys. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video around if you need to. Until next time, guys. Peace.
It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity.